Games journalists and YouTubers being at each other's throats is a tale as old as YouTube time, but Alyssa Mercante, being the goon that she is, actually decided to take it a step further, a step too far, and that's coming from me as an individual that doesn't even believe there's such a thing as too far. So welcome back to Words of Paradise. I'm your host, Leon Idle, and we're going to talk about this. Before we do, hit that subscribe button. I'm a nerdy news channel. I bring you nerdy news every day, and yeah, this is a story from yesterday, but there's been some interesting developments since then, so I feel like it's worth giving you guys the rundown of what happened yesterday, plus the new information. And yeah, from smashjt, Kotaku, one of your writers, Alyssa Mercante, is currently harassing me and now DMing my wife on Facebook. This is completely unacceptable behavior and way out of bounds, reprehensible. Do you stand by this type of behavior? You know, for those of you that missed out on it, Kotaku actually did fire 4 individuals yesterday. None of them being Alyssa Mercante. So, yeah, good job, Kotaku. Really doing a great job cleaning house there. I'm not normally one to advocate for individuals losing their jobs. I'm very pro-free speech. However, this is unhinged. I mean, look at what Alyssa says here. Anyway, I found your wife's Facebook. Okay. Found it. So you're out there looking for it. You're actively going out of your way to try and destroy this guy and dismantle his reputation on YouTube so much that you're going to Facebook searching for any sort of link you can. I mean, in one way, I guess, hey, this is proof she's, in some fashion, she is a journalist. She was able to, dig up information. But then again, that's just a skill that all women seem to have. So maybe it's just proof you're a woman, not a journalist. Either way, found your wife's Facebook and asked what she thinks about the husband of her children. Wait, the husband of her children? That's a whole different level of implication. Where do you think smashjt lives? In India? The husband of her children harassing women online and laughing when they share that someone they're supporting has been threatened to kill them for weeks. Oh, that's not what's happening, but alright, let's go ahead and run with that. Let's pretend that that's the case. There's some very interesting comments on this page. So obviously we got smashjt, just had to explain to my wife why you hired a former sex worker that's become an unhinged activist posing as a journalist. Cabru's coming in, a lot of folks coming in, but we got Pilnock in her villain era. I assume this is a her. I think your wife should know you're the kind of guy who platforms men's death threats against women you don't like. That's an extremely weird thing to do. Sorry if you don't like the consequences of your own completely unacceptable behavior. Now, let's hypothetically for a moment say that is what smashjt was doing, which is not, by the way, but let's play their game. Pretend hypothetically that is what was being done, what was being said. That is still one of those things that you're a YouTube creator, you're a personality, these other individuals are supposedly games journalists, they're personalities in the gaming space. You keep your beef within, each other, within the community. You talk your shit, you talk your smack, you write your hit pieces, you write your articles. Eventually Kotaku goes out of business. Eventually the culture war ad revenue dries up and everyone ends up, at rock bottom. Like, that's the way I see this going throughout the course of the next several years. But at the end of the day, these individuals, like smashjt, got a life outside YouTube. All of us YouTubers have life outside YouTube, and to drag someone's family into the game when they have no correlation or ties to it. It's not like the guy's wife is part of his YouTube channel. It's not like their kids part of his YouTube channel. Nothing to that effect. And that is just an absolute low blow. It's something that, while again, I don't necessarily have a problem with it, like, in context, is because I know a lot of people probably liken this back to the Nerdrotic with Mark Hamill and the granddaughter things to that effect. And at that point, you're just sort of trolling a celebrity who is so big, so massive, that will never really affect his career. It's not going to affect him in any way, shape, or form. Mark Hamill probably doesn't even know who Nerdrotic is. The situation here is a little bit different. smashjt is a relatively small YouTuber. I mean, he's like 20 times bigger than me, give or take. I mean, the dude's got like 23k subs. But at the end of the day, he's a small YouTuber. I highly, highly doubt he is doing this full time. His wife has nothing to do with it. It's not trolling a celebrity that has multiple millions upon millions of fans that are, that your tweets are going to get buried in the algorithm. This is going after somebody who is just a regular dude. So I feel like there is a bit of a difference there. And Alyssa going out of her way to try and possibly ruin this guy's marriage just because she doesn't like his political stance or his thoughts on Kotaku, that is a low, scummy blow. And of course, Pilnock here in her villain era thinks that this is completely acceptable. But smashjt says, source please. Sure, but it's hard when you've been obsessively tweeting about her for weeks. Give me a moment to sort through this deeply disturbing timeline you've created. Now, I've gone through JT's timeline before doing this video just because I was genuinely curious, because I don't know smashjt very well. I see his tweets pop up now and again, and that's about it. I watched a couple of his videos before making this one just so I had an idea of the type of individual he was, but Yeah, no, he's no more unhinged. Like, I'm gonna be real. Me, Atreus, Hypno, Dragon Slayer, we definitely call Glass of Cage. We have said far worse on Saturday Night Hypnosis than Mofo smashjt here's put on his Twitter timeline. Like some of the jokes we make, bruh. If we live in North Korea, we would be hung by the ankles upside down and like beat with wet fish or something until we eventually die of starvation and just paraded around, the public square for all the other starving masses to watch. Like, this dude was pretty tame, but imagine living life with your mentality. So what mentality? You're obsessed with a games journalist to the point it's taking over your life. I don't think you're in a position to judge anyone. Here's your retweet. Reminder that no agency except in Minecraft or in virtual reality has meaningful caveats to death threats. Now, there was no death threat here. We're going to talk about this because this is where the update's going to come into play is these tweets here. But first of all, this is her supposed gotcha moment, was smashjt reposting this. All I put was end Kotaku. Now, about this from taking America virtual. This post, the squad execution, at no point actually called for the death of any individuals working at Kotaku. It was calling for the death of Kotaku, the death of the media outlet, the death of the bane of video gamers everywhere. But of course, because these individuals have no sense of reality, or because they want to twist the narrative and alter the words to make it fit their best narrative, they are pretending that this tweet was calling for the death of actual Kotaku employees and not the metaphorical death of the company. So him retweeting this with the hashtag #IndKotaku is what is apparently the egregious thing that is trying to be twisted, that was sent to his wife, that, oh, look at all the death threats. First of all, he has now since started a change.org petition demanding the shutdown of Kotaku for the betterment of video game journalism, and 792 people, including your boy, signed it today. Like, look, I'm all about free speech. I'm all about freedom of expression. These companies can come out there, say what they want, do what they want. Hell, it's content for me when they do. But at the end of the day, it's not helping gaming. Kotaku in no way, shape, or form is helping gaming, and I don't see a reason for them to be around. It's not like they make money. They make zero money. They are subsidized by Geo Media and all the other entities that they own. Like, Kotaku really is going to go the way of the dinosaur if they don't do something to change their game plan, their financial game plan. But if they're not going to change who's working for them, individuals like Alyssa Mercante, then I don't even care if the style of their content changes. They're still employing the absolute scum of the earth. So just so you guys know, if you want to go to change.org, sign this petition. It was sitting at like 25 signatures yesterday. Boom, over 1,000 a day. Like, it's definitely hitting there. It's growing. But yeah, we got Grums. Hello, community managers. This is what real going after families looks like. Kotaku's doing that right now, and of course he's reposting the same thing that Alyssa Mercante posted about JT Mute. But here's where the new info comes in. The Gamespot editor is now defending Kotaku's Alyssa Mercante for harassing smashjt's family based on someone else's tweets, which don't even say what she says they say. Now, you guys know my feelings on JDA. You know that he and I ain't exactly simpatico. I'm persona non grata to him, and frankly, it's the same vice versa. But I gotta agree with the dude. When a guy is right, a guy is right. We got the GameSpot editor, of course the editor of GameSpot, defending Alyssa Mercante. And it's interesting because when you look at the editor-in-chief of Kotaku was Alyssa Mercante. You got this individual here is an editor for GameSpot. All these women in the game journalist space, like, I thought you guys were the ones who were trying to say, oh, women have always been, on the outside of gaming. Us men were so prejudiced against you that we were never letting you into our spaces. Dude, if that's the case, you women done pretty well for yourselves lately, seeming how all the editors for all these massive video game journalist outlets all seem to be women, that or dudes cosplaying as women. But yes, this is what Jessica Cogswell has to say. The audacity of these assholes to talk about executing a female game critic. First of all, no one's talking about executing anybody because we're talking about the death of Kotaku. And also, you're certainly not a game critic. You are a political journalist masquerading as somebody in the gaming space. So, call it harassment when she sends screenshots of their behavior to their families. Again, a tweet that smashjt did not write, as that somebody else wrote, and he just shared with the hashtag #InKotaku, is fucking astounding. Alyssa Mercante doesn't deserve this. No, you know what? She doesn't deserve this. You want to know what she doesn't deserve? She doesn't deserve this thumbnail being used in a way that portrays her as a normal-looking individual. She does not deserve to have, back when she was relatively normal, on display as if that's who she is now. That's what she doesn't deserve. This is some false-ass advertising from Taking America Virtual, because it would lead someone to believe, it would give anybody and any individual the impression that Alyssa is somewhat normal. And yeah, she absolutely does not deserve to be portrayed as normal. None of the women going through this shit right now do. You wonder, you say none of the women going through all this. Well, hold on. Does that mean no man at Kotaku is being attacked? Because, I've roasted the hell out of some male Kotaku writers. Now, there aren't very many of them, because even the males that work for Kotaku are so beta that they probably have a vag. But the fact of the matter is, oh yes, the women going through this right now do, because all they had to do was sit down, shut up, write articles about video games, and keep the political culture war nonsense out of it. But they opted not to do that and use their femaleness, use their vaginas to play a victim narrative card to try and alter the way the gaming industry and the gaming space sees women, talks about women, hangs out with women, has women in their video games, all for some fake virtue signaling, some moral outrage so they could be on some moral superiority high horse, and it is backfiring on them. So yeah, they do deserve every single bit of what's going on. Wanting them to be fired, absolutely justifiable. Wanting the entire outlet they work for to shut down, absolutely justifiable, because nobody is actually out there calling for any sort of death. But then we got Homeboy right here, Paul Scott Canavan. This is absolutely the play we should be doing with all these weird creeps. Track down their significant others and mothers and string them up. Hypno called this mofo out. Stunning and brave creative director Grimoire, a big bat, says that Alyssa Mercante is doing the right thing by targeting gamers, families, and anyone who disagrees with the narrative the mainstream industry provides. He is encouraging it and wants to see more people in the industry track down significant others and mothers to string them up in front of them. This is the mainstream gaming industry. And you go to the Homeboy's page, oh, look at that, his posts are protective. But you know what, I could have told you out the gate that this dude was more soy than a Japanese dish when you see that he did art for WotC, Wizards of the Coast, the granddaddy-o of all SJW corporations. What can I tell you? It is a beautiful, beautiful thing. Yeah, this is what's going on. This is the update slash the complete new cover, since I hadn't actually touched on this yet. Saw all this going down yesterday and thought, I'm gonna wait to see more information comes out. And yeah, nothing more has come out from Smash himself. He has released a YouTube video yesterday. It's gotten a few thousand, it's gotten a few thousand views. It's actually not doing as well as I hope it would, so I hope you guys all go check out SmashJT's channel, watch his most recent video about the change.org petition to give Kotaku the axe, maybe sign that petition. That'd be pretty great. I'll leave it in the link, I'll leave it in the comments down below, or in the description. I'll leave the change.org petition in the description of this video down below. But these are my opinions. I want to know yours. Let me know in the comments down below, or let me know on X, where you can find me at Bolt the Word. And please do subscribe. I'm a nerdy news channel. I bring you nerdy news every day. Not always about the video game scene or the Gamergate 2 stuff, but that is pretty massive news lately. But anime, movies, music, Magic the Gathering, you name it. Check me out on Instagram at wordsofparadise_Leon and become a member for $4.99 a month. You can join the Discord, choose the articles I go over on a day-to-day basis, choose the videos I react to on my Friday night live streams, and of course, get in on the discourse with all the other vital idols. We are over 70 members strong, and the only diversity we care about is real diversity, which is diversity of thought. So join that Discord, become a member, and it's all here in the nerdosphere. This has been Words of Paradise.